This is a story about Pip the Blackbird. Pip the Blackbird popped out of the nest. He stretched out his wings, fluffed up his feathers, and set off to find out what blackbirds do. There you can see Pip giving a wave to his brother and his sisters in the nest, and they're looking across wondering, what is Pip going to do? He glided down to the edge of the river where he met Heron. Can you see the frog jumping? Yes, there's the frog. Can you see the snail? Yeah, there's the snail. Can you see the bee? There's the bee. Can you see the dragonflies? How many are there? 1, 2. And can you see the grasshopper? He's hiding in the grass. There he is. There's the grasshopper. Well, what's going to happen? What do herons do? Asked Pip. We stand in the river and wait for fish, said Heron. Pip tried to stand in the river, but his legs were far too short. I'm not very good at that, thought Pip. So he flew to the forest, where high up in a tree he found... Ooh, what can you see up in the tree? Can you see the caterpillar? Can you see the butterfly? Can you see the ladybirds? Can you see the spiders and the mouse? Lots of things living in the trees. But what did Pip find? An owl with big wings, big round eyes, and a big round head. What do owls do? Asked Pip. We stay up all night looking for mice, said Owl. Pip tried to stay up all through the night, but he was far too sleepy. He's falling asleep on the branch. Can you stay up all night? No, you go to sleep in the night, don't you? I'm not very good at that, thought Pip. So the next morning he sailed down to the seaside where he met Puffin. And what's in Puffin's colourful beak? A little fish. What do puffins do? Asked Pip. We dig nests in the sand with our beaks, said Puffin. So off Puffin goes. Look at him go, digging such a big hole in the sand, and the sand's flying out and the seashells are flying out. But look at Pip. Pip tried to dig a nest in the sand, but his beak was far too small. The tiny hole he's dug. I'm not very good at that, thought Pip. So he soared on the breeze to the city, where he spotted Pigeon. Coo, 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 coo. What do pigeons do? Asked Pip. We peck at seeds, said Pigeon. Pip tried to peck at seeds, but it was far too crowded. Pip sighed. I'm not very good at that either, he thought. Can you see Pip there in the middle of the pigeons? Pip tried to swoop to the ground with the falcons. Whoosh! Chatter like the parrots. Pretty Polly, pretty Polly, pretty Polly. And waddle like the ducks. I'm not very good at any of those things, he thought. Pip flew sadly back home. Perched on a branch, he sang softly to himself. Would he ever find something he could do? Pip sang so sweetly that the other birds flocked to listen to him. "You are very good at singing," said Owl. "Why don't you do that?" "At last I've found something I can do," thought Pip. And so, as the sun began to rise, Pip the Blackbird sang the most beautiful song of all. Isn't it lovely that Pip realized that he had a beautiful voice? He could sing a lovely song. And every one of us has got a special thing that we're good at. Isn't that lovely?